Alrighty, guys, we're back on this gym stuff again, man. We're talking about that Greek god physique. We're talking about why most men can't get in shape. Probably the only reason why most men can't get in shape, bro. And that is due to a lack of consistency, okay? See, you guys know exactly what to do. I think everybody knows what to do. If you really want to get in shape, bro, it's not really rocket science to get into shape. If it's something that you seriously want to figure out and you want to get to knowing about, man, it's 2026, bro. There's YouTube University, bro. It's Google University, bro. It's too much out there for you, too much information out there for you not to get the physique of your dreams. And so there's no really the excuse of, well, I don't know what to do and anything. It really is not much of an excuse because, you know, it's not because there's a lack of internet usage that you're having or you just don't have time to get to the internet. I'm pretty sure you got enough time to get to the internet and look up and find the things that you want to consume and do research on. I mean, if there's something you passionately or if there's something that you have a deep passion for, bro, I just want you to know that with that passion, you probably dedicated some time, energy, effort into learning and studying. And so that's what happens when it comes down to this gym stuff, man. You get in the body of your dreams. If you really want it, bro, the information is out there for you to get it and you don't have to pay anybody to do it, bro. It's too simple. It's too easy. You don't have to buy a program. You don't have to buy a trainer. You can literally chat GPT, how do I get in shape? What should I do? And they will literally I literally just it will tell you something. You tell it your goals, what you want to do, and AI will literally give you a training program, bro. The problem is that being consistent with what the information has been provided, applying the information on a consistent basis every single day, not starting to stop, to start, to stop, to start, to stop. As a guy that has been doing this gym stuff for 10 years, bro, I'm going to let you guys know that I have not been the most informed when it comes to my nutrition or being the most informed. It's a learning process still for me. I feel very advanced. I know I'm not novice or a beginner, but I still am learning a decade into this, learning about myself, learning other tips and tricks and stuff like that. So when you take this on, never assume that, oh, it's something that you just got to know. And if you don't know it, then you just can't do it, bro. Nobody is born out the womb with a Greek god physique. Nobody is born out the womb already working out, bench pressing plates and shit like that, bro. Like, let's be realistic, bro. The people that you see that are jacked, at one point, they had to make a decision. They did make a decision in regards to whether or not they wanted to get the physique of their dreams, and they did it, bro. And what separated them from everybody else is just due to their ability to be consistent. The information is already out there. It's not complex. It's simple, bro. You go out, you work out. If you work out every single day, your physique will look like you work out every single day. But you have to work out every single day consistently in order for your physique to look like that, okay? People are going to look like what they do consistently. If you drink beer every day, your physique is going to look like you drink beer every day because you're going to have all that visceral fat and that big ass beer belly, bro. It's obvious. So if you're saying, "Oh, it's genetics," or "I don't know if it's gonna work for me," or da 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 do, bro, you just don't want to be consistent. And I get it because it's hard. This gym shit, bro, it's hard, bro. Especially if you're used to just sitting on your tail every single day, being comfortable, bro. Doing a daily challenge, having a daily goal is going to be hard for a guy that's accustomed to not accomplishing daily goals. That's used to just, you know what I'm saying, letting life go by, just taking each day as it is and not assessing, not reflecting, not looking at how they have progressed or working towards any directions. There's no direction. If you're a guy that's just kind of floating aimlessly, okay, I can understand why it's hard. But with that being said, the even more reason as to why you should really think about being consistent at doing this, because I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know, fitness, getting the physique of your dreams, sounds it's the foundation of who you will be in the years to come as a man. Okay, you will learn based on in the gym that your inputs and your action is what matters most. Not you knowing all the amount of information, not you setting excuses, not you blaming it on on genetics. I have seen every single race of man, tall, short, whatever you name it. I've seen a jacked version of every archetype of a man. I've seen an old jacked man. I've seen a really young jacked man. I've seen an Indian jacked man, white jacked man, black jacked man, Asian. You cannot say it's genetics. You cannot. Okay? You can't. I've seen every single variation of a jacked guy, a guy that has that Greek god physique, okay? So, I'm just here to let you guys know that when you start training, you will realize that, bro, when I get up and I move and I decide to get out of my own way, I can accomplish great things. That is what I learned my first few years in the gym. My first year was the biggest transformation in the gym. And ever since then, I've been in the gym for 10 years. The largest improvement, the biggest gap was the first year. This is not even something you have to be very consistent long, okay? If you guys are thinking that a year is a long time or 6 months is a long time, bro, 6 months, bro, 6 months will come and go, man. The time is going to come and it's going to go, okay? Whether you do what you do with that time is on you, but I'm going to let you know. I remember 6 months ago, right now, it was New Year's, it was January. I remember it was cold. I remember what I was doing. I remember what I was working on. I remember the things I was doing that day. I was looking at the pictures. I was like, oh yeah, 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 yeah. See, it went by just like that, quick as a like boom. You know what I'm saying? And I can just imagine, like, what if I chose in that 6 months to just not work out, bro? I would not look how I look, bro. I would not be who I am today, okay? And it happened quick, okay? That is enough time to where you can make drastic improvements. I'm gonna let you guys know, bro. When I first worked out, when I started working out, I was in my freshman year of college, bro. I had started working out that Christmas, so I was on my second semester. Bro, when I came back home, when I came back to school after that summer break, after people didn't see me for 3 months, bro, 3 months, bro, 3 months, they was like, "Oh my gosh, dude, you got big. What happened, bro? You been eat?" I was like, "Yeah, I was out there working, bro, because the time was going to come and go. I knew there was a time I was going to go back to school. So I had a decision to make. Do I want to go back to school the way I want to? Or do I just want to be like, yeah, let me just have this year be the same as every other year? No, I wanted to make a difference. I wanted to make a change. So I decided to change. I decided that I was no longer the same me, that I was a new guy, and I had to act different and hold myself to a different standard. That's the problem, bro. I'm letting you know. The reason as to why you don't have that Greek god physique, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be truthful, is because you don't hold yourself accountable to the standard. Anytime that you have a decision to make, whether or not you're going to do the daily activity or whether you're going to do the daily goal, you make the wrong decision more times than not. You make the decision of, oh, I don't have to today, or I don't feel like it, and yeah, it was a long day, and it's the weekend, it's Friday, I'll start on Monday. All those excuses you said, that is exactly why you don't have the physique of your dreams. Because while you were saying that, you want to know what I was saying? You want to know what I was doing? I was saying, while you was deciding to chill and watch Netflix and just go over to your boy's house and just, you know what I'm saying, BS for hours on end, you know what I'm saying? I ended up showing up late to the kickback, bro, because I had to go hit the gym, had to go get my protein shake in, you know what I'm saying, post-workout meal and everything like that, and then I made my time over there to hang out with you, you know what I'm saying? I ain't missed much or anything like that, but I wasn't there the whole time, you know what I'm saying? I don't need to be there the whole time, you know what I'm saying? I get there when I get there, bro, but I got some shit that I got to go take care of, bro. I got responsibilities. I got things that I got to go do, things that are important to me, bro. I'm not gonna be beneath this. Nah, bro. I'm not gonna do what they do. I'm gonna be something different, all right? That's what I do, bro. They can say, hey, y'all want to get together 7? Hey, I could probably get there at 8. Y'all boys ain't willing to sacrifice, bro. Y'all got a fear of missing out. Y'all thinking if y'all ain't there, people is going to forget about you. Bro, I'm going to let you know, bro, when you go into the gym and you get the physique, can't nobody forget about you, bro. Straight up like that. I'm going to tell you what it's like with this Greek god physique. You don't fear missing out, bro. You don't. You don't fear people forgetting you. You know they don't. The best way I can describe it, bro, it's like with all these people in society and like American culture and just how people just move, bro. Walking around with a Greek god physique, bro, it's like walking around and you're like a dragon, bro. I'm a big Game of Thrones fans. And if you watch Game of Thrones, bro, if you seen them dragons in that show, bro, them things look they if I saw a dragon in person the way it's depicted on that show, bro, I'd be speechless. I'd be starstruck. I'd be in awe, bro, because I would be like, my God, that is a creature right there. And obviously in Game of Thrones, dragons were the most valuable resource that any kingdom, that any king could have dragons. You know what I'm saying? Because of what they can do, how they looked, how they operated, bro. I'm gonna just let you know, bro. Walking around with a Greek god physique is like walking around like you're a dragon. Back in Game of Thrones type shit era. You know what I'm saying, bro? That's what it's like, bro. If you watch that show Game of Thrones and you ever notice how the people start to tremble and they notice the dragon instantly and how shit changes when the dragon shows up, bro, that is exactly how it is with a Greek god physique, bro. You walk into the bar, the club, whatever the case may be, you wearing a t-shirt. You only gotta wear a crazy t-shirt. You wearing a t-shirt like this, where it's hugging your arms. You know what I'm saying? Your back muscles is popping out. Your waist is tight. It's snatched, bro. I walk into the bar like this, bro. It changes the whole game. Why? It's because out of all the girls that's in there, they getting approached by the same old average ordinary dude. But then they see this fucking dragon, bro. And I'm not talking arrogantly about me. I'm not saying this. I don't need to come. I don't even have an Instagram, bro. I don't stunt. I don't do shit to get attention, bro. I don't need anybody to validate how I feel and who I am. I love being me and I don't need anybody. I'm just telling you guys my experiences to get you off your ass and for you to realize what it is that you're missing out on, bro. Because you don't miss out on shit, bro. The party starts when you arrive, bro. A lot of you guys don't even know what genuine desire really is, bro. As a guy, before this body game and before getting this Greek god physique, I used to have to think of, oh, what do I gotta tell this girl? And what do I gotta do to get her? And what do I gotta text her? And how long it's gonna take a couple of weeks for her to get to like me. And then eventually she's gonna start to like me. You gotta convince. I remember back then having to convince girls to like me. And yes, that's convincing because I remember, because nowadays it's just more of just like, damn, she want me, bro. And you already know. It's because she just can't stop looking at you. Why? It's because you look like a fucking dragon, bro. That's why. You are as here she is dealing with these men, these shepherds, these sheep, these ordinary folk, and then here your ass come by, screeching by, big ass wings. Fire coming out your fucking breath, looking mythical, looking like a created, literal, looking like a fan, like something fanatical. Doesn't even look real. Just look at it and be like, I want that. That's what I want. That's how it is, bro. Straight like that. And the only thing that's separating you from that is being consistent. It's so crazy how guys, I know we are so controlled by our lust. And it's so crazy to me how so many men are so unaware that they think that, oh, my current self right now, my average, my ordinary self right now, yeah, girls like me for, I can get girls. When bro, they don't even realize that, yo, if I get on this body game, if I get a six pack for real, I get some muscles for real, bro. You guys remember growing up as kids where guys used to say, I remember being a kid and being like, I want to be buff because I know if I get muscles and I get buff, all the girls are going to like me. That shit is true, bro. It's true. It's true. I knew back then as a young kid, I said, I want to be a buff guy because I know buff guys get girls. Because when you think of a fucking superhero, bro, you don't think of some slop, some dude that looks like a fucking scoop of ice cream, right? No, you see a motherfucker that looks chiseled, jawline sharp, shredded as a mother. Bro, I'm talking crazy, gang. You know what I'm saying? That's the guy that always, bro, I'm telling you, bro. How many, like, how many more women I need to talk about Michael B. Jordan for y'all niggas to get this shit, bro. Like, how much? Why do you think they talking about him all of a sudden? Because that nigga had his shirt off doing that boxing movement. But I just want to make sure that the obvious, or maybe the not so obvious is stated. The reason why is, bro, is because he was in that movie and his physique was on this display. And guess what? He was jacked. He was jacked. He didn't look like the ordinary guy. The nigga had abs. He had shoulders, chest. He had the whole 9 yards. So if you guys can't put together like, I am starting to I'm starting to see a correlation here. Women have interest in guys that look like this. You don't need to look exactly like those guys because you never will because you're you. But you gotta see and be like, I don't need to be him exactly. But what if I just presented myself in a way in which he does? And why don't I just copy that? Look at how he has a haircut. Look at how his facial hair is groomed. Look at how his face is clear. Look at how his clothes fit him well. Why does his clothes fit him well? Because look at his body. Look at his body. Guys, this is a basic t-shirt, bro. This looks like this on me, bro. You get what I'm saying? This looks like this on me. But I can assure you, this is not going to look the same on everybody else. And I'm not even the most jacked guy. I'm okay. I know I'm not. I don't have like a guy that has no muscle. I got some muscle. That's all I'll say. That's all you need, bro. That's all you need. It's not hard. And as somebody that's been doing it for 10 years, has been consistent, and I'm going to go ahead and let you know the last 9 years, I really haven't grown much. My weight hasn't grown up. My muscles may look a little bit different. I look a little bit more defined because that's muscle maturity. Muscle maturity is something where, due to the amount of time you've been lifting, the more separation and the appearance of the muscle starts to look different. But as far as in the actual muscle and things like that, packing on muscle or shredding fat, oh yeah, that's all done within the 1 year journey. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just letting you guys know that, bro, it's not going to take very much. All you have to do is just be consistent. I was watching anime the other day. I was watching Solo Leveling, bro. Watch Solo Leveling, bro. Because I had got inspired from it. Because I got to watch the main character start at the worst spot, E rank, and built himself not only to D rank and C rank, but all the way to S rank. How did he do it? By challenging himself, doing those daily challenges every single day. The system, if you guys seen that show, the system forced him to upgrade. You need to have your system in here to force you to upgrade. He didn't have an option on whether or not he could upgrade, or he had to upgrade. He had to do the daily challenge. It was required. And if he didn't, he was going to have to pay for it. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know right now. If you do the daily challenge, you go to the gym, I promise you, you're going to level up in every aspect of life. Why? It's because you're going to become more confident. People are going to respect you more. You're going to actually have awareness and see how people operate, because you would have, right now, you guys are living in a reality where what I'm probably saying, you probably can't relate to it. It's okay. But that just shows you how powerful it is. It's because you can't even relate to this unless you go through it. So once you go through this gym shit, bro, not only are you going to go through the physical, like you're going to change physically, but you're actually going to go through a spiritual enlightenment. You're actually going to gain discernment. You're going to gain wisdom, because you will have more information knowing how people operate. You would realize that, damn, when I was in shape and shit like that, she wasn't choosing on me. But now I got in shape, bro. I look good. Now this girl, I used to chase this girl in high school. Now here we are 5 years later, and she chasing me. And what's crazy is that you would have progressed so much in life. The chick that you fooling for, or you feeding for right now, You get on the other side of this gym shit, bro, she's gonna be chasing you and it's gonna be crazy because you're not even gonna want her no more. You'd be like, dang, this is what I wanted. I wanted to get this girl. And part of you probably started this physical fitness journey to get this girl. When you go, this awakening is so strong. I shit you not, you're going to become a different person entirely. You're not even going to like and want the same things that you used to. You're going to look at that girl that you knew back in the day, that you was going crazy over, would have killed to have a shot for. You stop doing that. You say, all right, let me focus on this gym shit. Let me focus on me. And then it's like the roles were reversed. Then she sees you. She sees that you got in shape. She sees how other people are treating you. She notices that you're not the same, bro. This gym shit, bro, just going an hour a day, going to the gym will not only change you spiritually, it's going to change you physically, it's going to change you emotionally, mentally. You're going to become a different person. You're going to think differently. You're going to just be different. You can be the guy right now that's broke, has no money, has no girls, don't have any direction. But if you do this one thing, it's like, you know what? I may be all this, I may not feel inadequate, but I'm gonna do one thing, bro, and I'm gonna just go to the gym, bro. If you do that, it will give you the keys to progressing in every aspect of life. You may be thinking like, "Oh, I got family problems. I got finance problems. I got this problems." Name all those problems, and you may not know exactly how to solve those problems. I get it. Do this. Go to the gym 1 hour, 5 days out the week, bro. Do it for a year and watch how everything changes in your life. Because, like I said at the beginning of this video, when you go to the gym, you will then know you are putting yourself under a stressful situation. And you keep showing up because you have the faith that this process works. And because you keep showing up and showing up and showing up, your body, your mind, your spirit has to adapt to whatever is going on. You guys know how species adapt to different climates and different things just based on where they are at in life? When you go to the gym, your body, your mind, your spirit is going to adapt in order for you to be the person that can do that every single day. It's not going to be easy. Trust me. And what I mean by easy is the only thing that's going to be hard about it is just by being consistent. Because I'm talking to somebody that has gone to the gym before, that has ate healthy before, at least one day. You know how to do it. You know what it is. The problem is as to why you don't see the results of it is due to your lack of consistency. Your lack of consistency. The reason why most people aren't consistent is because they are going through severe changes where the body, the mind, the spirit has to adapt. And while you're in the midst of adaptation, that is usually the most difficult phase. Why? It's because you're something else that's transforming into something else. You're something else doing some things that another someone is capable of doing. It may not be the you today, but that version of yourself that's doing the things that another person is doing, that's what's hard about it. It's like taking a fish out of water and telling him to learn how to breathe oxygen. That's a crazy example, but that's literally what I'm saying. You've been so accustomed to doing certain things. Now you want to live a different life. You want to be something different. So you got to breathe different. You got to do everything differently. So it's going to be literally like taking a fish out of water and saying, well, since you want to be a land creature now, you got to learn how to breathe this air. And so the fish, possibly, to give you an example, will come out that first day to breathe that air living his first life, his first day as a land creature, that first day is going to be ass for that fish. And that day ain't going to be very long. He don't need it to be very long. He just needs to expose himself a little bit to the uncomfortableness, just a little bit, to show him what it's about. Shock the body. Once he comes up out that water and he's gonna know how it feels, but he's gonna be like, "Oh, that was hard. Okay, cool. Let me go back to the water. Let me chill. I'll come back tomorrow and I'm gonna try to do just a second longer." Him knowing how that feeling was being out of the water, he knows, bro, this shit gonna be ass. But I want to be a land creature, and the only way that I can be a land creature is if I get up out this water. So he gets up out that water. He's like, "Bro, I'm not even a land creature. I'm built for water, bro. Genetically, I'm built for water. I can't even do this." But what does he do? He still says, "Bro, I need to be a land creature. Being in this water, bro, I hate myself. I don't fuck with me down here. I don't like everything is chaotic down here. I gotta get up out of here. I gotta punch my ticket to the land. The reason why is, bro, is because I can't stay in this water no more. How badly do I want to leave, bro? Is that I'm willing to come over here and expose myself out of the water each and every single day until it becomes normal. Because I'm leaving the situation that and there's plenty evidence and there's plenty proof here that as a fish that wants to come out of water, it's possible. I just got to keep popping out the water every so often. Not every so often, just daily. Not even the whole day, just a fraction of the day. Despite it being hard, despite how comfortable the water is, the end goal is to get up out the water. So I got to do whatever it takes, bro. Every single time I decide not to get up out the water and I choose to stay in the water, that's me choosing to stay in the water. So I can't be mad when I don't get out the water, when I don't choose to get out the water. Nah, bro, I'm gonna stay in the water, bro. That air is too much. It's too difficult for me. Yeah, all right, yeah, you're right. It is too difficult for you. And look, now you gotta live your life in this water, bro, that you know you don't want to be at. You know that there's a better life on the other side, but because you can't be uncomfortable, that's the reason why you're gonna stay in this water, bro. When it's clear as evident is that it's possible that you can make it out. You guys are talking to a guy that 10 years ago, I was like, bro, I don't want to do it, bro. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go to the gym no more, bro. But I'm so glad I had somebody holding me accountable. That was like, nah, bro, you ain't got no choice, bro. You said you wanted to do it, you're going to do it. And I had to do it, bro. I had to. Kind of like you guys got to put yourself in that system. Like I was talking about in Solo Leveling, bro, the system made him upgrade. He didn't get a choice. When he missed that daily activity, he didn't do it. He got punished for it. He had to pay that penalty for it, bro. Watch that show if you'll learn a lot from that show. But if you've seen that show, did you notice how he is upgrading his life in one area, in one facet, and then you notice how everything around him changes? The way he even talks, he changes. Not yeah, he's over here trying to be a better hunter, right? But in his process of being a better hunter, he starts looking more like a hunter. That's the crazy thing about it, is that he physically before he looked like he didn't know how to hunt. He looked like he was an ass hunter. But by the end of the show, he looked like an elite hunter. Why? Is because when he was an ass hunter, when he was not good at hunting, bro, he started doing things that good hunters do, and then voila, he became a good hunter. And indirectly, he changed everything about him. His whole aura changed. The way he looked, the way he talked, his personality, his calmness, stoicism, bro, the whole 9 yards. It was like, when I saw that, what was his name? Jung something. I just watched the show, but Solo Leveling, bro. Watch that show if you have not watched it, bro. It's quick and easy, bro. I think it's like 20 episodes, bro. Fire. Exactly the epitome of what I'm talking about in this video. You can do it, bro. Stop telling yourself that you can't. Come up out that water and be that man who you know you can be, bro. Come out here, bro. Be out here. Be out here being able to have so many doors open up for you. Why? Is because you you just became better. Because you became better, but you became more qualified for things that you gained access to things that you didn't have access to before. Because you started doing this gym stuff, you gained the awareness. You know how to present yourself better. Your career, your career is there's going to be more opportunities. Your career is about to go up, therefore your money's about to go up. Girls are going to look at you and they say, that's a guy who I want to stand beside. A lot of you guys don't even realize this, but it's like, bro, these girls don't even want to stand beside you because your partner and who you stand beside is a representation of you. These girls, they like who you are as people, but it would just kill them to kind of stand next to them because you present yourself like a slob. I'm I have no doubt that you're a good person. And that's the crazy thing about it, is because you are a good person, but you lack the awareness. You lack the awareness. You don't know how people operate. You would understand that once you got in shape and you got to see another side of people. You want looks to not be important, but trust me, looks will be important because looks, if it looks it, then it is it. You guys heard the saying, looks like a duck, quacks, sounds like a duck, must be a what? A duck, right? If you presenting yourself as sloppy, as you don't care, then that's who you are. You're a sloppy dude that doesn't care and nobody wants to associate. You may be sloppy and you don't care, and you can be a good person, a genuine person, an honest person, a person that has honor and integrity, for sure. Those are things that are mandatory for sure. For sure. You need those for sure. More than this gym shit and more than getting, you need honor and integrity and morals, respect. You have those things. But that's not what it's all. You can't just say, oh, I'm a good person, so I should just deserve the baddest chick. I should just deserve all the opportunities. I should just deserve. No. People want to be associated with competent people, with people that have understanding, that know how to maneuver through life. When you out of shape, does that look like you're maneuvering through life, or life is just handling you? Versus a guy who's in shape, who got his clothes fitting right, smelling good, looking good, put together, attention to detail. That guy's attentive to detail. Therefore, he can get results, because look at the result that I'm seeing right here in front of me. Look at this representation that I'm seeing right here in front of me. This guy knows how to handle responsibilities, because I know he's an adult, he's a man, he's got plenty of responsibilities, and he's responsible enough to make time for the gym, and he's disciplined enough to stay consistent and to continue to show up even though that it's hard. This dude can do hard shit. He is different. Who wouldn't want to be associated with that? You want to follow, or you want to be behind, you want to follow somebody into battle that was an okay fighter? Or you want to be behind that demigod? You want to be behind a Hercules motherfucker? What was that dude that was in Spartan? What was that dude name that was what was the name of Brad Pitt's character in Troy? I don't even remember their names, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Be the difference. The only thing that's separating you from it is just being consistent. All right, man. Lock in.